We've put together a list of 25 K-drama actors who've only gotten hotter with time. From sharper style to a more confident presence, these stars prove that aging can be a glow-up. Let's get started. Number 25. Jung Woo-sung. You know some people just have that timeless charm? Jung Woo-sung is definitely one of them. Even at 51, this man is still stealing hearts left and right. A decade ago, he was already handsome, no doubt. But now? He's the kind of mature, classy good-looking that feels like a glass of expensive red wine. His sharp jawline, silver-streaked hair, and those soulful eyes? Fans are totally here for it. What's crazy is that his confidence has grown with time, and it shows in every role he takes. From innocent witness to a man of reason, he's proving that age is just a number when your talent and visuals are aging like royalty. Fans often comment, "Is it just me, or is Jung Woo-sung getting better every year?" No, it's not just you. Next up at number 24 is Park Hae-soo. This one is interesting because while he was active 10 years ago, mainly in theater and smaller roles, many international fans really got to know him more recently. Back then, around his early 30s, he wasn't quite the global name he is today. His face has matured in all the right ways. There's something about the way he carries himself now. More grounded, more charismatic. At 44, his transformation is less about subtle aging and more about stepping into these incredibly intense, powerful roles that totally shifted his image. That intensity, combined with a more rugged and mature look than perhaps his earlier, less seen work, has fans hooked. He's traded his boyish looks for a more powerful presence, and fans can't stop talking about how his eyes hold so much depth. Coming in at number 23 is the incredibly talented Cho Sung-woo. This guy is a powerhouse, respected in movies, dramas, and musical theater. 10 years ago, in his early 30s, he was already a well-established star, known for acclaimed films and dramas. He definitely had that handsome, slightly more youthful look back then. But look at him now. In his early 40s, 45, he still has that intelligent, mysterious aura. But now it's amplified with a more mature polish. There's a sharpness and sophistication to him now that's incredibly appealing. He's been acting since he was young, building up an amazing resume. He has never relied on flashy visuals, but ironically, that understated charm is what makes him so good-looking today. And yes, his fans notice it. One even tweeted, "He aged like the plot of Stranger. Slow build, but so worth it." All right. At number 22, Lee Joon-hyuk. He is honestly one of those underrated gems who just keep getting better with time. A decade ago, he was already charming with that sweet boy next door vibe, but now at 41, he's got this magnetic grown man energy that makes fans double take. His chiseled features have become sharper, and that subtle smirk he pulls off? Yeah, it's kind of lethal. He balances intensity and softness. Whether he's playing a detective, a villain, or someone emotionally torn, his face tells a deeper story now than it ever did. Fans especially love how he looks in a suit. There are entire online threads just thirsting over his business casual revenge look. The man is aging like a perfectly written K-drama script. Slow burn, maximum impact. Coming in at number 21 is Lee Jin-wook. This man has basically been a K-drama heartthrob for ages. At 42, he looks like he's barely aged a day. Actually, scratch that. He somehow looks better than he did in his 30s. His smooth skin, defined cheekbones, and that mysterious stare. It's giving immortal heartbreaker. Fans often talk about his deep voice and piercing gaze, which seem even more compelling now. It's less about boyish charm and more about a mature, sometimes dangerous allure. You'll see comments like, "He aged like fine whiskey," or "His smolder got upgraded." His long career means he brings a weight to his roles now that, combined with his looks, just hits differently. Sliding into number 20 is the man who basically took the internet by storm recently, Son Seok-koo. This is a fascinating case because while he was acting 10 years ago, he wasn't nearly as widely known internationally. But today, the man is everywhere, and fans cannot stop obsessing over his raw, rugged good looks. At 42, his slightly scruffy style, sleepy eyes, and that low-key charisma just scream hot. What makes him even more attractive now is the confidence he's grown into. Fans absolutely adore his aura. Comment sections are filled with things like, Sun Suk-koo doesn't chase trends, he is the trend, or simply, Mr. Goo. His rise to superstardom later in his career perfectly illustrates how finding the right roles that match your mature energy can make you seem exponentially hotter than ever before. Taking the number 19 spot is the one and only Kim Nam-gil. This actor has such a unique presence on screen. He has always had that smoldering charm, but now at 44, he's mastered the art of turning heads without even trying. Back in the days, he had a rebellious, mysterious aura that made people fall for him fast. But now, he carries a seasoned, sophisticated look that fans say makes him even more irresistible. What really draws people in is the subtle way he owns his age. He's not trying to hide it or look overly polished. There's a depth and a playful confidence that fans absolutely adore. People often comment on his distinct vibe, how he can be both intimidating and hilarious, often in the same role. He's been in the industry for a long time, starting with smaller roles, and that journey seems to have enriched his screen presence. If there's a K-drama actor you think looks even better with age, shout him out in the comments. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button to join the coolest K-drama fan squad. At number 18, we have Kim Rae-won, a true K-drama veteran many of us have been watching. While he was always good-looking, especially in his rom-com prime during the early 2000s, the 2025 version of Kim Rae-won is on another level. His more defined jawline, leaner physique, and calm demeanor have transformed him into someone who radiates authority and depth. He's known for playing complex characters with emotional weight, and you can see how his real-life growth mirrors that on-screen evolution. He seems dependable and solid, like someone you could really count on. He's been a leading man for decades, and that experience gives him a certain gravitas now. Stepping in at number 17 is the incredibly stylish Joo Ji-hoon. Many international fans first met him way back as the Crown Prince in Gung, but these days he's got that tall, dark, and refined vibe that fans can't get enough of. At 43, he's still rocking that lean, model-like frame, but his features have become more striking. Like every year adds a new level of depth to his look. Fans constantly rave about his sharp suits, his intense stare, and just the cool way he carries himself. Many argue that the life experience and the powerful roles he's taken on in recent years have added layers to his appeal, making him far more captivating now than ever before. It's that man who knows things vibe that fans find irresistible. All right, cracking the number 16 spot is Nam Gung-min. He is one of those actors who seems to be aging in reverse. Back when he was playing second lead roles, people noticed he was handsome. But it wasn't until his late 30s and early 40s that he fully stepped into his leading man glow-up. Now at 47, he looks more refined, confident, and, let's be real, way hotter than ever. One reason fans love his current look is that it's paired with his stellar acting evolution. Whether he's playing a ruthless anti-hero or a soft-hearted genius, he brings intensity and charisma that's amplified by his mature visuals. Fans often say he has CEO energy now. Sharp suits, calm stares, and that unbothered look that makes hearts flutter. Landing at number 15 is the endlessly versatile and charming Jo Jung-suk. Years ago, in his early 30s, he was already making waves after starring in movies and dramas. He had that youthful energy and incredible comedic timing that made him instantly likable and definitely cute. But as he's grown older, that charm has turned into full-blown husband material. At 45, he still flashes that signature warm smile that made viewers fall in love with him. He has this amazing ability to seem both boyish and maturely dependable at the same time. NC. He's not trying to be trendy or overly polished. He's just real. And that authenticity shows in both his acting and his appearance. 14. So Ji-sub. He is practically the blueprint for aging like fine wine in K-drama land. Even in his early roles like I'm Sorry, I Love You, he had a quiet, brooding charm. But now at 47, that brooding charm has grown into full-on silver fox energy. His chiseled features, soulful eyes, and naturally cool vibe have fans completely hooked. He's known for being private and low-key in real life, which only adds to his mysterious allure. But when he steps into a role or onto a red carpet, it's like he flips a switch and becomes this magnetic, mature leading man. Fans say his style has evolved too. Now more minimalist, classic, and sleek, which suits his grown-up glow perfectly. In short, So Ji-sub doesn't just look good for his age. He redefines what looking good with age actually means. Coming in strong at number 13 is a true global superstar, Lee Byung-hun. Now, this man has been in the game for a long time, and somehow he just keeps getting better with age. At 54, he doesn't just carry leading roles. He owns them. Known for both Korean and international projects, Lee has this mature, commanding screen presence that makes it hard to look away. His features have aged like perfectly aged scotch, sharp, bold, and full of character. What fans really admire is how gracefully he's embraced his age. He doesn't try to hide the lines or chase youth. He leans into his experience, and it makes him 10 times more attractive. While he was always charismatic, many feel that the combination of his global status, his mature confidence, and the complex characters he embodies now elevates his appeal to a whole new level. At number 12, we have the dynamic and often intense Jang Hyuk. Known for his action skills and distinctive acting style, Jang Hyuk has always had that rough-around-the-edges appeal. But now at 48, it's matured into something even more captivating. He's the guy who brings that warrior energy, with intense eyes and that deep voice that you recognize instantly. And the older he gets, the more handsome he becomes. Fans love that he hasn't lost his spark. He still does his own stunts, still trains hard, and still rocks historical dramas like no one else. His face now tells a story, one of experience, grit, and quiet power. Comment sections are filled with praise like, "He's aging like an action hero should," or "He's got that noble dad energy now," which honestly fits him perfectly. Sliding into the number 11 spot is the effortlessly chic Kim Jae-wook. Many remember him from his scene-stealing role in Coffee Prince way back. Kim Jae-wook is like walking art, always effortlessly stylish, a little mysterious, and undeniably gorgeous. At 42, his looks have taken on a more refined, striking edge. He was already handsome in his younger days, but now he's reached that phase where every camera angle is his best angle. His bone structure? Flawless. His gaze? Mesmerizing. And somehow he's only becoming more elegant over time. Fans adore how he mixes that edgy fashion sense with a collected personality. There's something magnetic about him that's not flashy, just cool. Kicking off our top 10 is the incredibly versatile Lee Ji-hoon. He has always had that clean boy-next-door look, but now in his 40s, he's stepping into a totally different league. At 41, he's still got that gentle charm, but there's more maturity in his eyes, more confidence in his posture. It's like watching someone grow from adorable to absolutely magnetic without skipping a beat. He still has that underlying charm, but it's now paired with a confidence and a capability, particularly in action sequences, that feels incredibly compelling. Fans constantly praise his duality, how he can be sensitive one moment and a total badass the next. Many feel he's grown into his features perfectly, adding a layer of grit that makes him even more attractive now than when he first burst onto the scene. At number 9, Jo In-sung. Jo In-sung is one of those rare actors who's been stunning since day one. And somehow, at 43, he's only becoming more captivating. He's tall, sleek, and carries himself with the kind of calm presence that makes everyone in the room turn their head. His sharp jawline and deep-set eyes have always been iconic, but age has given him an even more refined aura. There's a weight and quiet confidence to him that's incredibly attractive. Fans often describe him as aging gracefully, maintaining his legendary looks while adding depth. It's less about trying hard and more about an inherent star quality that has only deepened with time and experience. There's something about how he embraces his natural aging that makes him feel more real and even hotter than he was years ago. Stepping into the number 8 spot is Ji-sung, an actor celebrated for his incredible talent and dedication. He isn't just aging well, he's leveling up. At 47, his looks have taken on a sharp sophistication that suits him perfectly. He has a subtle handsomeness that's become stronger over time, like his features have settled into exactly who he's meant to be. The soft-spoken charm mixed with intense acting ability? That combo just gets better with age. Fans often say Ji-sung is one of the few actors who can pull off both a sweet dad role and a brooding genius, and look equally attractive doing both. It feels like his talent and his visuals have merged perfectly with age, creating an even more captivating screen presence. Taking the number 7 spot is a global icon, Rain. A K-pop legend and a K-drama star, Rain was already a massive household name 10 years ago. In his early 30s, fresh off his military service or starring in dramas, he was known worldwide for his incredible physique, sharp dance moves, and undeniable stage presence. He was the definition of a hot superstar. Well, Rain now in his early 40s hasn't lost an ounce of that charisma, but he's added a layer of seasoned confidence and maturity. Fans constantly comment that he's even hotter now than he was in his early days. There's just something about how he balances his playful side with a mature aura that hits differently. Coming in at number 6 is Kim Ji-hoon. He is an actor whose recent visual transformation basically broke the internet. He has quietly built a reputation as one of those actors who sneak up on you with their good looks, and then never let go. At 44, he's still rocking that youthful glow, but there's now an added layer of sharpness and intensity in his visuals that fans are totally here for. His expressive eyes and strong facial structure have only gotten better with time, especially his longer hairstyle. Fans often describe Kim Ji-hoon as criminally underrated when it comes to visuals. And honestly, they're not wrong. He's got that rare ability to look both mature and boyish depending on the moment, and fans absolutely love how he's aging, like fine wine with a mysterious twist. Cracking the top 5 is Song Seong-hoon. Let's be honest, this man has been considered one of Korea's top visuals since the late 90s, early 2000s. He is proof that some men just get more dangerously handsome as they age. At 48, he's got that polished, leading man aura down to a science. With those deep-set eyes, sculpted features, and always flawless hair, he continues to leave fans wondering if he's secretly aging in reverse. What's especially charming about him is how he mixes intensity with softness. Even off-screen, he exudes this effortless charisma that makes him seem both intimidating and approachable. Fans love to joke that he looks better now than he did in his Autumn in My Heart days. And that was already peak heartthrob territory. His ability to stay fresh, stylish, and graceful through the years only fuels the admiration. Taking the number 4 spot is Lee Joon-gi. Famous for his sharp jawline and captivating eyes since his breakout role in The King and the Clown, he was already a huge star years ago. At 43, he somehow looks even sharper and more agile than he did in his early 20s. With his chiseled jawline, high cheekbones, and those intense almond-shaped eyes, he brings a fierce elegance that's almost unreal. Fans are constantly blown away by how he's managed to maintain both his youthful looks and insane energy level. There are entire Reddit threads and fan pages dedicated to decoding his skincare and workout routines. Beyond his appearance, his passion for his craft and his discipline make him glow in a whole different way. Viewers say he's not just hot. He's inspiring. Sliding into number 3 is an actor who practically embodies the term aging like fine wine, the one and only Gong Yoo. He has always been a heart stealer. But at 46, he's stepped into a new level of attractiveness that screams sophistication. His features are still handsome, but there's more depth in his gaze now. It's like life experience added a layer of emotion to his already magnetic presence. You watch him, and it's impossible not to feel something. Fans can't stop talking about how he has this thinking man's charm. Whether it's his subtle smile or the way he emotionally anchors his characters, he just gets better. In his roles, it wasn't just the looks. It was the quiet power he carried. He's proof that growing older doesn't dull the shine. It sharpens it in ways youth can't touch. Taking the coveted runner-up spot at number 2 is the man who landed into hearts worldwide, Hyun Bin. He is like the blueprint for classic, graceful aging. At 43, he's managed to become even more dreamy than he was in Secret Garden. And that's saying something. His tall frame, smooth as velvet voice, and that ultra-clean, masculine look make him the kind of man you'd expect to see in a romance novel. Except he's real. One of the most talked about things among fans is how his aura has matured. There's a confidence in how he carries himself now that feels earned. When he smiles, it feels deeper. When he's serious, it feels more grounded. His real-life romance and marriage have only added to that perception of dependable, attractive maturity. And finally, claiming the #1 spot on our list is the man whose visuals seem to defy explanation, Lee Dong-wook. At 43, he looks like he made a deal with time to never age past 30. Those dreamy eyes, that effortlessly cool aura, and his flawless skin continue to defy logic. It's no wonder fans refer to him as a real-life Grim Reaper who never dies and never gets old. His beauty isn't just skin-deep either. His ability to reinvent himself with each role, whether it's dark and brooding in his roles or charming and witty in variety shows, adds to his growing legend. Fans adore how he balances mystery with a surprising sense of humor, and most agree. He has reached a level of hotness that should come with a warning sign. Aging? Please, this man is just getting started. Don't forget to check out the top 15 K-drama actors who look irresistibly hot with long hair. See you over there.